good to be back with all of you for another junior youth group. Hope you all are doing well. We want to make sure to wish all of those that have shown us motherly love happy Mother's Day this month. Today we've got a great junior youth group for you. We've got a great story with Morgan. I love you forever. We've got a great mission project as we write letters to those in the detention center in Tacoma. We hope you enjoy today's junior youth group with us, and just know that each of you are loved. Well, with that, let's head on in to our story.
Hey guys, today I will be reading you Love You Forever. A mother held her new baby and very slowly rocked him back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And while she held him, she sang, "I'll love you forever, I'll like you for always. As long as I'm living, my baby you'll be." The baby grew. He grew, and he grew, and he grew. He grew until he was 2 years old, and he ran all around the house. He pulled all the books off the shelves. He pulled all the food out of the refrigerator, and he took his mother's watch and flushed it down the toilet. Sometimes his mother would say, "This kid is driving me crazy." But at nighttime, when that 2-year-old was quiet, she opened the door to his room, crawled across the floor, looked up over the side of his bed, and if he was really asleep, she picked him back up and rocked him back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. While she rocked him, she sang, "I'll love you forever, I like you for always. As long as I'm living, my baby you'll be." The little boy grew. He grew, and he grew, and he grew. He grew until he was 9 years old, and he never wanted to come in for dinner. He never wanted to take a bath. And when Grandma visited, he always said bad words. Sometimes his mother wanted to sell him to the zoo. But at nighttime, when he was asleep, the mother quietly opened the door to his room, crawled across the floor, and looked up over the side of his bed. If he was really asleep, she picked up that 9-year-old boy and rocked him back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And while she rocked him, she sang, "I'll love you forever, I'll like you for always. As long as I'm living, my baby you'll be." The boy grew. He grew, and he grew, and he grew. He grew until he was a teenager. He had strange friends, and he wore strange clothes, and he listened to strange music. Sometimes the mother felt like she was in a zoo. But at nighttime, when that teenager was asleep, the mother opened the door to his room, crawled across the floor, and looked up over the side of the bed. If he was really asleep, she picked up that great big boy and rocked him back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. While she rocked him, she sang, "I'll love you forever, I'll like you for always. As long as I'm living, my baby you'll be." That teenager grew. He grew, and he grew, and he grew. He grew until he was a grown-up man. He left home and got a house across town. But sometimes on dark nights, the mother got into her car and drove across town. If all the lights in her son's house were out, she opened his bedroom window, crawled across the floor, and looked up over the side of his bed. If that great big man was really asleep, she'd pick him up and rocked him back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And while she rocked him, she sang, "I'll love you forever, I'll like you for always. As long as I'm living, my baby you'll be." Well, that mother, she got older. She got older and older and older. One day she called up her son and said, "You'd better come see me because I'm very old and sick." So her son came to see her. When he came in the door, she tried to sing the song she sang, "I'll love you forever, I'll like you for always." But she couldn't finish because she was too old and sick. The son went to his mother. He picked her up and rocked her back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, and he sang this song. I'll love you forever, I'll like you for always. As long as I'm living, my mommy you'll be. When the son came home that night, he stood for a long time at the top of the stairs. Then he went into the room where his very new baby daughter was sleeping. He picked her up in his arms and very slowly rocked her back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And while he rocked her, he sang, I'll love you forever, I'll like you for always. As long as I'm living, my baby you'll be. The end.
Well, we want to thank Morgan for her beautiful story this morning. Thank you, Morgan. That's a great story. Today we are doing our mission project, and our mission project are letters and cards to the people in the Tacoma Detention Center. In your packet this week, you received a little packet inside the big packet, which contained directions that you can read with your parents. It's important to follow the directions. And you also received some cards, notes that are already printed out, and they're in Spanish, they're in English, and they're in Vietnamese. And they all say the same thing, just in different languages. And what we're going to be doing is we're writing notes to people in the detention center. These are people that have come here seeking a better life and are displaced right now, separated from their families, and we just want to send them some love this Mother's Day. Some important rules: you want to use either pens or pencils or crayons. You don't want to use paint or glue or glitter. It's all in here. What not stickers, anything with adhesive you can't use. And the theme they're going for is flowers, so we kind of encourage you to draw some flowers. Like here, I'm going to use the pencils here, and I'm going to draw a flower. Shade it in. You could draw kind of whatever you want to draw. And I also put in your packet some animal stamps, so you can use those as well. Just remember to give them time to dry before you close the card. So there's part of my flower. Let's see this green. Coloring in my leaves. See, there's a flower. You could do a flower like that or whatever you want to draw. And then when you're all done drawing and decorating it, on the inside, and this one I have is Vietnamese, on the inside where it says at the bottom line right here, you're just going to sign your first name, just your first name. So I'm signing Eric, just like that. So when you're all done, you're then going to take your card and you're going to put it inside your envelope. Don't seal up the envelope because they have to check it. They have to read it, double check it at the detention center. But you're going to write on the back flap here whatever language it is. So if it's Vietnamese, put Vietnamese. If it's English, English. If it's Spanish, Spanish. And then it'll send a note of encouragement to people. We're going to ask everybody to try to get those cards done by Monday. You can get them back to me, or if you can't get them done by Monday, if you can get them by Wednesday or Thursday to Alice Newbold. And then they're going to send all those cards up to Tacoma for Mother's Day. Caring for those that are in need is part of our faith. If we remember in the story of Jesus, back when he was just a little baby, his parents had to become refugees. And they had to flee Israel because of an evil king that wanted to hurt Jesus. And so they fled to Egypt as refugees. Our faith teaches us to care for widows and orphans and strangers. That's the heart of what it means to be people of faith. So this Mother's Day, as we celebrate those who show us motherly love, let us also take time to be that motherly love of God to those in need. Well, with that, we hope you have a wonderful day, and we'll see you next time.